Das war das fehlende Puzzleteil. Na, allzu weit können sie die ja nicht gebracht haben. Also irgendwo in der Nähe. Aber weit genug, dass es halt niemand bemerkt. Interessant. Gerade in so ein Krankenhaus. Naja. Von der Krankheit haben wir auch viel mitbekommen. Durch Kolley und Dunjasat. Ah, cool. Ein sehr schöner Aussichtspunkt. Ah, ich glaube, ich weiß, wo er hin will.
Sounds good to me.
Ah, erschreckt mich doch nicht so.
Boring.
War gerade so alles so friedlich und dann das. Oh. So, wo bist du denn da?
If it's useful, I'll take it.
Ja. Was haben wir hier noch? Huch. Cool. Sehr schön.
Oh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape. And there's
Ja, was hast du erwartet?
monsters. Watch
Lost
out!
Place, ne? Oh. Ach ja, da oben sind noch die beiden, ne?
Good.
Na, ich sollte das nicht mal heilen.
Eyes on me.
Time for retribution!
Boring. Useless.
Shame! Starball!
Na, geht doch.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
Was für eine Art Gegner hast du denn erwartet?
Super strong bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings dropping out of the sky?
Ah ja.
He looks super serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Ah ja. Na dann.
This is the one.
Okay. Ah, damit geht die Tür auf.
Let's go in and take a look.
Ja, ich werde trotzdem vorher... Gut, oder wir heilen nicht vorher. Dann eben so. Ich habe echt gedacht, die wären hier.
Hey, we haven't found Squat. Are you sure we aren't wasting our time here?
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night.
Stimmt.
We have time to burn. Until then,
Ja.
I'm taking a break.
Ah, okay.
And just like that, he sits down. Wait, he even brought a book to read? What
Warum
are you
nicht?
reading? Let Paimon see.
Ich glaube nicht, dass das was für dich ist.
Okay, sure.
Huh? The natural position. which is the positional propensity of an entity.
So,
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya. How
Na
is he
dann.
so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy
Naja.
place like this. Hey, Paimon's your Teyvat travel guide. Paimon knows plenty of useful stuff already. And anyway,
Ist ja gut.
it's not Paimon's fault that the books people read in Sumeru are so complicated.
Ich kann nicht anders. Ich wäre ja gern lieber zu Paimon, aber die Antworten, die ich geben kann, sind alle so. Das andere klingt auch nicht besser.
Paimon's getting so sleepy.
Ja. Und jetzt hört man das Heulen.
Huh? What was that sound?
there it is.
Ja. Ich hätte trotzdem vorher gerne geheilt.
It's coming from that direction.
Ja, ich gehe schon mal vor. Geh du doch schon mal vor. Ach, komm,
Is the sound
ernsthaft?
coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
Tja,
It's from
Untergrund.
below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
tja, vielleicht doch.
Something is off about the interior here.
Guck doch mal. Es gibt doch einen Weg nach unten. Darf ich jetzt? Nein. Schade.
As I thought, there's a hidden structure.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital into this one.
Tja,
Oh, it looks like there are other mechanisms around here. Let's keep exploring.
dankeschön. Ah ja. Will ich aber das war nicht das, was ich gedrückt habe. Ich wollte auf die Karte. So, da einmal hin. Können wir uns wenigstens ein bisschen heilen. Nö? Huch. Ich bin's nicht gewohnt, dass die Leute stehen. So. Ich hätte den erstmal mitnehmen sollen, hä? Naja, nehmen wir den hier. Passt auch. Hauptsache, wir sind wieder geheilt. Okay, dann wollen wir uns das mal angucken. Vielleicht hätte ich mir gleich eine Dendrokraft mitnehmen sollen. Naja, wir haben ja welche im Repertoire. Zur Not hole ich Collie raus. Ah ja. Okay, ja gut. Dann holen wir mal Collie. Ich glaube, das passt auch. Okay, na gut, wir können auch ein Item nehmen. Ah, ich glaube, Collie passt besser. Collie ist süß.
I'll ensure your safety.
Ja. Och. Was haben wir denn hier? Och, Mensch. So. Eins von 3. Ich hoffe nur, dass das nicht nach Zeit läuft. Oh, der ist noch...
Useless. Get out of my way.
Timer hat gerade gebimmelt. Ah, den nehmen wir noch mit. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, pausiere ich kurz und dann machen wir gleich dann weiter, ne? Okay. Nein. So. Einmal den Timer. Ja, den richtigen Timer. Ich bin aus Versehen auf den falschen gekommen. Aber jetzt ist der richtige eingestellt, dann können wir aber gleich weitermachen. Ach, hier oben wäre auch noch einer gewesen. Also so ein Porter. So ein Teleport-Ding. So, uns fehlt, glaube ich, noch einer, ne? Ja. Hier vielleicht? Nee, da unten. Na, werden wir gleich wieder angegriffen? Ja. Diesmal habe ich damit gerechnet. Na gut, dass ich mich geheilt habe. Na, komm doch mal runter. Dann eben so. Na geht doch. Okay, dann let's go. Schauen wir uns das Ganze noch mal an. Ach, ich sollte vielleicht links wieder reinnehmen, ne? Unsere Reisende. Obwohl eigentlich, weißt du was? Wir nehmen das.
Kamisato Ayaka.
Das passt ganz gut. Und in den Cutscenes ist ja sowieso immer unsere Reisende zu sehen. Patient aber ist männlich, 23 Jahre alt. Hat ein Muttermal an der linken Schädelseite, ist linkshändig. Da der Krankheitszustand weiterhin überaus ernst ist, schwebt in akuter Todesgefahr. Ohne die Behandlung durch einen Spezialisten ist das Leben des Patienten. Sobald dies entdeckt wird, muss sofort eine Benachrichtigung erfolgen. Du darfst die Hoffnung nicht aufgeben und musst optimistisch bleiben. Wisse, dass alle unter dem Blick der Götter stehen und gib auf keinen Fall auf. Aufgrund des hohen Alters des Dokuments und des damit einhergehenden schlechten Zustands ist der restliche Teil nicht mehr entzifferbar. Okay. Ernähre dich gut, mache regelmäßig Ruhepausen und bleib bei guter Stimmung. Montag, Minzbohnensuppe, Tachin, Mittagessen, Currygarnelen, Panipuri, Abendessen. Dienstag, Salat, Birani, Mittagessen, Fisch in Milchsoße, Kartoffelbrot, Abendessen. Mittwoch, Shakshuka, Bohnenreiskuchen, Mittagessen. Der Rest ist leer. Ah ja. In einer Notfallsituation bitte den am jeweiligen Tag diensthabenden Arzt verständigen. Montag Ibrahim. Okay. Dienstag, Bestimmt ist der gelöschte Il Dottore. Mittwoch Amudi. Der Rest ist leer. Der gelöschte Name ist bestimmt Il Dottore. Garantiert. Nur, dass er sich wahrscheinlich damals nicht so genannt hat. Du blickst in den Flaschenhals hinein. In der Flasche scheint noch ein schwarzer Stängel zu sein. In die Flasche wurden damals wohl Blumen gesteckt. Die Worte für Arvin wurden in den Flaschenboden eingebrannt. Sie diente wohl als Geschenk für eine Person namens Arvin. Ah ja. Glaube ich auch. Okay.
Look, there's someone over there.
Vorsichtig.
Good idea. Let's approach him slowly without alarming him.
Mhm. Hallihallo, Hallöchen.
Wait.
Oh, ich glaube, das ist ein Dorfwächter, oder? Ist das so?
You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
Okay.
You know him?
Anscheinend.
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
Oh.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem.
Oh.
Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life.
Aber wie konnte ihm das passieren? Es sei denn, die Produktion des neuen Archon hat damit zu tun.
Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late.
Ja.
Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught.
Ja.
The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh? Why do you say that?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Ja.
Oh, now that you mention it, they're acting the same way.
Correct. The academia is behind
Yep.
all of it. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village.
Ja.
These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the academia. All the risks and responsibilities are offloaded onto King Deshret's followers.
Stimmt.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Ja.
Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread.
Ja, das stimmt.
Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Naja, es ist so, als wenn man Feuer legen würde mit dem all den Schwarzpulver.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all
Stimmt.
followers of King Deshret and look for no further explanation than differences of belief.
Ja.
A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The
Yeah.
notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the first place? Why does it want them back now?
Weil sie erst nicht brauchen, aber jetzt, wo sie den neuen Archon bauen, sind die vielleicht von Nutzen. Da sie entbehrlich sind und nicht so viel Aufsehen erregen, wenn sie weg sind wie die Dorfbewohner. Für diese komische Traumdings.
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholar's identity.
Ah ja.
First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. And finally, they become missing persons. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what exactly?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Das kann sein.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night when—
So, the human brain... Nope, nah, Paimon doesn't want to think about this.
Ja, aber woher weiß er von der Technik?
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects.
Ah ja.
Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Paimon's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Ich glaube nicht. Ja, das war
The
auch meine
look on
Idee.
your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Die Akademie braucht Leute, die mit der göttlichen Erkenntnis in Berührung gekommen sind.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to. However, I can't help but wonder, what do they seek to gain from divine
Naja, wenn sie
knowledge?
Scaramouche erschaffen
The
wollen.
Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking is too different from theirs.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on this forbidden stuff?
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I
Ah,
don't
ja.
share their degree of zealotry.
Na dann.
Extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Ja.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Na, wenn nicht.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether
Yeah.
it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything
Wie
in
mit
the
dem
world will be
Samsara von dem
destroyed.
Samsiruz-Festival.
This matter needs to be corrected. Just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Not to be callous, but no. My criteria are a little more restrictive than that. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well.
Probably not. Paimon's not sure.
Tja.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism.
Ah,
I
ja.
do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Ja, doch.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the Academia, but you're not one of them. You're their weirdo.
You're probably right. Though I must say,
Sei nur auch.
I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out.
Ja, es muss ja nicht mal
Uniqueness
schlecht
is
sein.
also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to it than that.
Ja, außerdem ist das ja auch eine andere Situation. Und was machen wir,
He
machen
won't
wir mit
last
ihm?
long if we leave him here. Let's take him with us. We'll work out our next step after we return to Aru village.
Okay. Von wo sind wir denn gekommen? Ich wollte mir das noch durchlesen. Ah, hier. Was haben wir hier? Auf der Schüssel steht folgender Name. Hakim. Das wollte ich mir nämlich noch angeguckt haben. Huch. Auf der Schüssel steht folgender Name. Arvin. Und hier schwarz getrübte Zuckerdose. Es wäre nur schwer vorstellbar, dass dieser schmutzige Tontopf einstmals zur Aufbewahrung von Süßigkeiten verwendet wurde. Wenn auf dem Hals des Topfes nicht in krakeliger Schrift die Worte abers und Süßigkeitentopf eingraviert worden wären. Mhm. Ah, und hier um die Ecke war das. Haben wir hier noch was zum Anschauen? Oder war es das? Okay, das war's. Interessant. Ja, ich wollte mir das mal angucken, ne? Wenn wir schon mal was haben. So. Warum haben wir keine uralten Schlüssel? Das ist gemein. Moment. Dann... Warte. Hier. Ganz nah ran. Und das Sternchen dahin. Huch. Okay. Dann haben wir das wenigstens. Dann weiß ich, dass da was ist, was interessant ist. Dann können wir eines Tages zurückkehren. Oder ich kehre zurück und hole das. Was auch immer das ist. Nö. Loot soll man nicht vernachlässigen. Naja. Was machst du denn hier? Moment, ich habe da was gesehen. Das müssen wir haben. Wenn schon mal da ist. So, wo sollen wir denn eigentlich nochmal hin? Da oben, okay. Huch. Das wollte ich jetzt eigentlich nicht. Hochkommen. Oder wieder hochkommen. So, erstmal. Na komm. Ah ja, sehr schön. Das passt doch. Sehr gut. Den wir auch das nehmen können, aber gut. So geht's auch. Okay. Dann einmal rein mit uns in die gute Stube.
We're back!
Ja.
You must be tired. You should rest and take some water.
Ein bisschen.
What's the situation?
Schwieriger als gedacht.
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
Tja,
So,
das ist das, was wir erfahren haben.
at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar Hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village.
Ja.
Since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village. Almost as if they knew we were on their trail.
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst. One of
Alright.
us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Huh.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue.
Hast du es rausgefunden?
Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Oh,
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
gute Frage.
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my reasons.
So what you're saying is, Sino's the mole.
Und was ist, wenn nicht eine Person, sondern das Gerät an Altheims Ohr das Problem ist?
Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one, Alhaitham.
Ja.
Since you were always acting alone.
Stimmt.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you? If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for dealing with you. Every so often comes a Nyagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred
das sagst du
methods of
erst
enacting
jetzt.
judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha
nicht?
is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination.
It predicted my every move.
Ja.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side.
Ja.
Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from.
Stimmt.
Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you are.
Auch das stimmt.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
Ja.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
There is always an opportunity for safety after danger passes.
Oh, so that's how it is! Paimon gets it now! If the
Ah, ja.
academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest place would be... Yep, that's right!
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Ah ja.
Let's go, guys! After him!
Please, wait! I want to go
Nein.
too!
Nein.
You want to go too?
I want to find Grandpa. I promise I'll be careful and
Das
I'm
ist
not
keine
causing
gute
any
Idee.
trouble.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Oh no.
Yay, let's go! Paimon feels like
Paimon
we're
reicht.
missing someone, though.